There are some people in this world that should just never be messed with. While you may think that you're tough and could take anyone, these people have spent their lives mastering their crafts or just becoming an absolute physical specimen. We strongly advise against getting on the wrong side of these machines. Today we're going to show you some of the biggest, baddest, and most skilled people in the world. With all that said, let's get it on! Martin Ford. 6'8" and weighing an incredible 145 kilograms of pure muscle, Martin Ford is an absolute beast. Covered head to toe in tattoos, Ford is a rather intimidating figure, and this has been embraced by the massive bodybuilder as he starred in numerous films such as Kingsman: The Golden Circle. You can guess what type of role he played. I mean, seriously, this machine is the epitome of scary. What better person to fill such casting calls? His insane workouts and towering persona hasn't gone unnoticed as he's amassed a significant social media following, and it's easy to see why. In addition to his impressive physical appearance and sheer power, Martin Ford is also trained in the art of jiu-jitsu and is looking to participate in his first MMA fight in the near future. Huge, powerful, and skilled, this guy should definitely not be provoked. Giga, a guru. This guy calls himself a real-life ninja, as if that isn't warning enough. Giga is highly skilled in numerous forms of martial arts and also has the physical capabilities to match anybody. He started training Taekwondo at the tender age of 4. In addition to this, he began practicing Thai boxing at 10 years old and also added karate. This guy is seriously a jack of all trades and definitely one man I would not like to mess with. He's also highly skilled in parkour and an avid trainer of calisthenics, adding pure strength and acrobatics to his fighting style. Not only is he incredibly strong and agile, but he can now perform moves that would be impossible were it not for his acrobatics. His workouts are also absolutely insane, as he's seen doing backflip elbow drops and using trees for punching bags. Now I see why my grandmother always told me to stay away from anyone who can use a pair of nunchucks. Thor Julius Bjornsson. Thor is the modern-day Viking, weighing a staggering 400 pounds and standing at 6 foot 9 inches. This Icelandic monster is not somebody you should mess with. He's literally a professional strongman, having competed in the strongman games over the years. Well, I wouldn't say he just competed, but rather blew everyone away as he was crowned the world's strongest man in 2018. His resume is truly impressive, being the first ever man to win the Arnold Strongman Classic, Europe's Strongest Man, and the World's Strongest Man all in the same year. His fame reached new heights as this beast was cast as the Mountain in HBO's extremely popular series Game of Thrones. I honestly can't think of anyone more fitting to be cast as the Mountain. Thor is also famous for completing an incredible 501 kilogram deadlift. That's about the weight of a small camper van. So, how does one become this strong besides obviously having Viking blood? By eating over 10,000 calories a day. That's equivalent to around 18 Big Macs. Despite his size and godlike strength, Thor is described as a calm and friendly man who enjoys the peacefulness of evening walks. Though comforting, I still would avoid making this dude angry. Tony Jaa. This martial artist has taken his craft to insurmountable heights. Tony is not just your everyday martial arts expert, as his incomparable skill has enabled him to forge a career as an actor, stuntman, and stunt choreographer. Having started his training in Muay Thai at the tender age of 10, Tony has put his hard work and dedication to good use. There aren't many people on Earth who could match him in terms of skill. However, it doesn't end there, as this Muay Thai expert is ridiculously tough. Whilst most people train with punching bags, this warrior practices his punches on tree trunks and bends steel beams with his kicks. I guess bags are overrated. Seriously though, having seen what Tony could do to a tree, I think it's best to stay out of this fighter's way. VITO Pirbazari. Look at this guy. This German bodybuilder come actor cuts an extremely intimidating figure. With his ridiculous size and fearsome gaze, VITO is not somebody that you should mess with. VITO's incredible physique hasn't gone unnoticed, as he was cast as a fearsome character in the popular Netflix series Dogs of Berlin. As scary as VITO looks, he's said to be a super nice guy and prides himself in sharing his diet and equally impressive workout routines for his ever-increasing number of fans to see. Nonetheless, having seen how much this guy lifts and the sheer power of this dude, I would not like to get on VITO's bad side. J.D. Anderson. Athletes competing in the strongman games are absolute physical specimens. The brute strength of these humans places them above us mere mortals. Well, J.D. the Iceman Anderson is one of the most popular strongmen around, having used his incredible strength for entertainment. Having appeared on a number of popular shows such as America's Got Talent, Ellen, Jimmy Fallon, and Jay Leno, J.D. Anderson's name has become rather well known. So what did the Iceman exactly do to create such a following? Well, this strongman gained extreme popularity, having broken a Guinness World Record by breaking through 13 blocks of ice with nothing but his body. Can you imagine what JD would do to a simple human like me? Well, I would prefer not to know. Tony Centmanat. When you think of the biggest and baddest people around, you usually automatically think of villains. In fact, many of the people forming part of today's list have been cast as scary, evil characters, and it's easy to see why. Come in, Tony Centmanat, the meanest cop around. This beast enlisted in the Marine Corps straight out of high school. But Tony wasn't just any Marine. His extreme physical strength and natural skills resulted in Tony forming part of one of the Marines' most elite divisions. Once retired, Tony's thirst for action didn't end there, as he joined the police force in Miami. It goes without saying that Tony wasn't your average cop, as his elite background and awesome fitness levels enabled him to progress extremely fast throughout the force and was leading SWAT teams in record time. To no surprise, he even won Miami's Cop of the Year. In addition to his obvious skills, Tony is an expert in various martial arts and often competes in MMA fights. He's also obviously a weapons expert. There is literally no weak side to this incredible human, and I'm pretty sure that any criminals who are unlucky enough to face this guy would turn themselves in begging for forgiveness. I know I would. With all that said, this brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be giving shoutouts at the end of next week's video. If you want a shoutout, comment "Pick Me" in the comments below. Good luck!